Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. It's a room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer. I
just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Just an unbelievable start, less than a minute in. They're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Okay, ready?
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. This defense for the Bears, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't go?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And the return will stop right around the 25. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try to cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
York able to send this one through.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
First and 10, Taylor now. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. It was a Caleb Evans in on the stop.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go. Back 60. Hot 70. Hot 70. 18 level. 18 level.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 70 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Commanders 14.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That's caught by Walter out left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pollard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
On the jump. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll set up a throw. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, They believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd down and 6 to go.
And you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Pass roll 80. 18 Cardinal, not saying 19.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
This is taken at the 15. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. And he coughed it up. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
40 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go now.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Again, it's Taylor. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Running left, Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Okay, 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Able to slither by. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Side is Brown. No gain on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
But the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll look to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense got pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 3. Toward the sideline and looking at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Ready.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go. Go check. Go check.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Washington on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 116 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Hold the ready.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. The York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly,